complain.
Yeah. Speaking of Protestants, we will talk about Martin Luther a little bit. The guy's a lunatic.
Dude, okay.
I was looking up quotes from Martin Luther because he started Protestantism, and at first I was like, okay, that's a cool quote. I wonder what else he said, and I'm like, what?
Okay, so let's just go ahead and get
this. The guy was a heretic, man.
Let's just address the elephant in the room. Oftentimes, you will hear people talk about, the founder of your religion. You can learn a lot about a group by who founded it.
Mm-hmm.
That does not serve Protestants very well. Because Martin Luther was nuts. Yeah. I happen to believe that while he was kind of crazy, he believed a lot of things about the Catholic Church that were true, and so I'm like, okay, he had his points about the Catholic Church.
He was right about the Catholics being wrong.
Yeah. I don't really I can't really get on board with his whole hating the Jews thing. That's and boy, he had a lot to say about the Jews.
Well, okay, I can summarize summarize him in 2 quotes right here.
Okay, let's go.
So the first one, even if I knew tomorrow the world would go to pieces, I would still plant my apple tree. I actually think that's a fantastic quote.
That's great.
That's awesome.
That's really smart, actually. That's a really good way to look at life.
Yeah, I agree. And I read that.
Yeah, you act as though you have, however, 80, 90 years in this life,
and I think
knowing full well that you could go tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you're prepared, morally speaking. You're like, okay, if I go meet Jesus tomorrow, am I taken care of? Yes. But I'm also not just gonna. God's given me this life, and I'm gonna use it to the best of my ability. And if he takes me early, that's on him.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I like that quote.
And then he turns around. I don't know what order it was, but then another quote: "I have greater confidence in my wife and my pupils than I have in Christ." That one was more tame than
okay.
There was another one that I felt dirty reading out loud.
There's got to be some context, right?
I didn't see context for this one. There's another one.
There's got to be some context.
There was another one
because that's
where he was saying he views God as a villain. Basically, he uses it like a I can't remember the word he used, but it was basically he views God as a scoundrel, I think, or something like that.
But is that really that far off from the sword of Damocles speech?
And let me know if I'm way off base or something. Because I want to know.
Maybe Lutherans can get onto us about this.
But another quote I found from him was, and I can't remember what the quotation was, but he was basically arguing that Jesus fornicated with all of the women that were following him around, and the lady at the well.
No.
And I could not find any sarcasm in it. I could not find any sarcasm. If there's something I don't know, please let me know.
There's got to be something else to that.
I was like, this guy's a lunatic?
That's just straight heresy.
I mean,
that's
why I was like, what?
Bottom of the barrel heresy. There's no way.
Which is why I'm not just jumping on it like he was horrible. No, it's I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't have time to double and triple check these quotes. But if you know more about this, please let us know in the comments. Because this was interesting.
Now, maybe a bunch of Catholics are going to get in the comments and be like, yeah, see, we told you, he sucks. I don't know. But, man, that's wild. Yeah. I do know he hated the Jews. I do know that he hated the Pope and believed the Pope was the Antichrist. And he swore by the fact that the Pope was the Antichrist. And he was like, we're living in the end times because that guy is claiming to serve Jesus, but he does not serve Jesus. He serves the enemy. He hated the Pope.
I think one of the founders of Baptist beliefs, if I remember correctly, I think
felt very similar. Well, there's actually a long,
in the 1500s.
Yeah.
So
there's a long and storied tradition of Protestants viewing the Pope as the Antichrist, actually. I don't personally believe that, even though I think this Pope is kind of a loon. But not even a loon, he's just a lefty. He's just a lefty who may or may not be a little bit heretical. But I see the Pope as just a prominent theologian. Meaning he could be